everyone. This video is for the beginner classes, and we're going to focus on pages 20 and 21, and we're going to look at eighth notes. So if we look on page 20, that yellow box on the top of the page, that will tell us what eighth notes are. Each eighth note is a half of a beat. So if you have two eighth notes, that will equal one beat. And in this case, one beat is a quarter note. So two eighth notes equals one quarter note. And the way we write that is by putting a beam across two of those little note heads, all right? And if you have, say you have four of those, you would bar all four of those together. You can see all the different kind of ways that we write the eighth notes in that yellow box on the top of page 20. So let's look at number 66, the rhythm rap. And the way we count eighth notes is by saying 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going to say all the beats for you for rhythm rap 66, and feel free to say them along with me. So here we go. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, rest. Now let's go ahead and play that on our open D string. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, rest. All right, so now let's look at number 67, pepperoni pizza, which I think most of us are familiar with, but we have not probably seen it written out in the music. So you'll notice that the pepperoni part are all eighth notes, pepperoni. And then the pizza, P and Z, are both quarter notes, all right? And you'll also notice that this is just our D major scale starting from the top and going back down to the bottom. So let's play that together, starting on high D, D on the A string. Ready, go. And 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, rest. All right, now let's move on to number 68, rhythm rap. Let's do the same thing we did before. So we're going to say each of the beats out loud and then play them on our open D string. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, rest. Now on our D string. 3 and 4 and. Good. All right, now the next one is just our D major scale going up this time. And we're going to do the same rhythm we just did on rhythm rap 68. So here we go, starting on open D string. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, rest. All right, now we're going to take a brief detour from eighth notes and talk about these tempo markings. So you'll see in that yellow box in the middle of the page, they're telling you different ways to play the music, like how fast or slow to play the music. So tempo is the speed of the music, and the way they tell us whether or not to play fast or slow is using some of these terms that they have here. So first we have allegro. So allegro is a very fast tempo. And then we have moderato, which is medium tempo. It's like a nice walk around the block. And then we have andante, which is kind of a slower tempo, a slower walking tempo even. So these are three really good words to get used to using to describe how fast or slow we're going to take the music. So you'll see on number 70, Hot Cross Buns, which we played on the concert, you'll see that it's moderato. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. So let's go ahead and play that together, and we will do the repeat. And I will point out that at the end of the line there is a retake, so everybody should make a big circle with their bow and land back at the frog. All right, so let's try this. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Retake and beginning. Good. Now let's look at the next song. This one, you'll notice the tempo marking is andante, so that was the slowest of the three tempo markings that we got. So we're not going to worry about taking this one fast. But let's go through the first two measures. Let's say the notes together and in the rhythm that it appears in the music, okay? So let's all do this together. Ready? Go. D, 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 E, F, E, D, F, E, E, D, rest. All right? And one thing you can do at home is go through and say the numbers of the fingers that you would be using. All right? I won't do that here since there are cellos and violins and violas, and it might get confusing. So take the time to go through and say the corresponding finger numbers just to help you get the notes. So now let's try just playing those first two measures. All right, starting on our open D. Ready and go and. Rest. And now, if you look at the next two measures, you'll notice that they're exactly the same. So we've actually learned the entire piece. How about that? The only thing that happens is in the very center of the piece, on beat 4 of the second measure, above the rest, you will notice that it has that retake. So we need to remember to retake our bow back to the frog, okay? So let's try playing this whole song at andante. So a nice slow tempo, all right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Retake to the frog. Good. Now, let's look on page 21, and we'll start with the rhythm rap, number 72. So let's do the same thing we've been doing, which is saying the beats out loud, all right? And let's only do this once. So ignore the repeat sign at the end of it. Ready and go. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Rest. Okay, and now we're going to try playing this on our open D string, just like we did with the others. And this time we are going to do the repeat because I want to emphasize that on the last beat of the entire song, we take another retake. So we end up back at the frog. So let's all make sure we do that. So on our open D string, let's give this a try. Ready, and go. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3. Retake to the frog beginning. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3. Rest. Good. Now, let's all look at number 73, Buckeye Salute. And like we did before, let's just take the first two measures and let's say those notes out loud, all right? And here we go, starting on high D. Ready? And D, 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 C, 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 B, 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 A, F. Good. Now is also the time where I would encourage you to pause and say the finger numbers, the corresponding fingers that you would use for those notes. And just to really solidify that you know what note is coming next. All right, so now let's try playing those first two measures, starting on high D. Ready? And good. Now what we'll do is we will say the notes of the next two measures. So measures 3 and 4. And here we go. Ready? Go. G, 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 F, F, D, E, 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 D. Rest. Now let's go ahead and try that. Ready? Go. G, 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 F, F, D, E, 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 E. And then you'll notice there is another retake. There are retakes everywhere. Make sure you're doing all of them. So now let's play the whole first line of Buckeye Salute. And if you'll notice, this is very similar to our D major scale going backwards, with just a little bit of a difference there in the second measure. See if you can spot the difference. All right, first line of Buckeye Salute. Ready, go. Good. Now we're on the second line. Let's go ahead and say the notes of the first two measures all together. And go. D, 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 E, 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 F, 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 G, B. All right. And pause if you need to say those finger numbers to help you out. And let's play those two measures. Ready, go. Now the last two measures of the song. Let's say those notes. Ready, go. A, B, B, D, C, 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 D. Rest. Now let's play those, just those two, the last two measures of the song. Ready, go. All right, now let's play the whole second line. All right, starting on our open D, 3 and 4, and. take the entire song and we'll play it at moderato, which, if you'll remember from the previous page, is the medium tempo. All right, so not too fast and not too slow. So from the beginning, Buckeye Salute. 1, 2, and 3, and 4.